Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. And for this one, we're in the next video of the series, and we're going to be looking at Brentford. Now, Brentford are an interesting team because I'll be brutally honest. Last year under Keith Andrews, I thought they were going to be in a relegation battle, and actually they went from strength to strength and got, I believe, European football. Did they not? I think they're actually doing quite well. I don't know where they finished last year. Let's just double check. But I actually think they did quite well last year, if I remember rightly. But I can't check right now. What history? Let's have a look at the history to say where they. So historical. They finished ninth last year. Okay, so just finished just outside. But overall, I thought Brentford were excellent last year, and I think they're going to be a really good side this year as well. I think they've made some really good signings. If you watch my channel and you're an OG of the channel, you'll know that Mamadou Sangare is a massive player for me in my rare lineup from my Ligue 1 last year, so I know a lot about him. Very good player, and I really like him. I think there's some good value in here again. I do. Do I think Brentford are going to do well this year? Yes, but I do have my concerns, and I'll explain why. For me, Sangare was a brilliant signing. I really like Sangare. He was really good. I think he's a brilliant signing for them. I think he'll strengthen them. There was a reason he was in the team of the season for Ligue 1, in that really strong Lens team. It's a great signing, and hopefully they'll be alright. And they have made some good signings. Like, don't get me wrong, Callum Wilson coming as a backup to Thiago's good. I'm not sure about Jane Anthony. This is the one for me, and I spent like 18 million on him, and I'm like, oh, just don't know. For me, that's a bit of a weird one. So it is 9 hours ago. El Juice, a new one they're looking at, but I quite like Rico Henry. Again, they're solid. They haven't really changed much. Yeah, I quite like them, to be honest. I don't really. There's nothing really I would say, but obviously Kelleher's getting nailed on again. Keepers, a lot of the keepers this year are quite nailed on actually, especially in the first few videos that we've done of this. Coyote again had a really good season. I can't believe he'll lose his place. Same with Nathan Collins. Vandenberg's out injured now, so that probably means Crystal Ayer will come in, and then if they sign El Jupa, he'll go left back, and Rico Henry will come a backup, and then Aaron Hickey will be a backup to Coyote at right back. Now, there's a few choices here. Obviously, I think it's a big blow. They've lost Henderson. I think that's, for me, again, is another huge blow, because Jordan Henderson, you can see it with England, has a massive impact, more on the squad than just him actually playing. I think his actual influence on the squad is massive. So I think they're going to miss him. But they've got Yarmouk and they've got Sangare, which is quite a solid pair. And they've also got Matthias Jensen as well, and Vitaly Yenal. Like, they've got 4 to pick from, but these two are definitely their strongest. I really like Sangare. He's a great player. And then the front four's an interesting one. So you've got Jane Anthony's going to go somewhere across this line. I can't see Sharda being dropped. He's so good for them last year. And I think Anthony's going to just try and challenge both of these two to try and get in. But I suppose a rotation between the three is not bad. Utara, I can see Steiny was strong last year. Damsgaard will start again here. And obviously you got Thiago. I'm actually surprised no one else came in for Thiago because he was so good last year. And yeah, that would surprise me. So yeah, again, looking over their summary, like they've been active. They bought Yannick Schuster as well. I don't know that much about Yannick Schuster. He's a defender, centre half. Okay, so maybe Schuster will go in at centre half then instead of Vandenberg. But they've done quite well in pre-season. They won 4-1, 4-2, sorry, and Callum Wilson got on the score sheet. Utara, Pinnock, and Thiago. Good thing for them. They've got Thiago on the score sheet because you want to get him firing, and he'll be crucial to them doing well. 22 goals, yeah, so impressive. One thing to note about their fixture difficulty, it's not as bad as some of the other ones. Tottenham at home, Tottenham are going to be very good this year, but Brentford at home are good. So Leeds away, probably one of the easier away games this season, but it's still not easy. Like, no game in the Premier League is easy. Sunderland at home's a big point scorer potentially. Bournemouth away would be tough, and Chelsea at home would be tough. But there are some. Those 3 games are definitely point scorers there. And in looking at players coming in, going out, looking at rumours, they haven't had much actually going on. They're quite a quiet club, Brentford, this transfer window. God knows where Jadon Sancho's going to end up. I've heard him linked with everyone right now. I mean, he's a free agent and he's a good player, so I can see it. But El Hadj Malik Chief, if that was linked with Brentford, that would be a good sign at left back. He was good for West Ham. I don't think he's the reason they went down, but I also don't think he's worth 40 million. I think that's what I saw linked to him. Yeah, don't know. I didn't think he was worth that, so that's a bit much. So again, some potential signs coming there. So when you're thinking about your team, to get a new left back, you probably want to avoid any left back players in your starting 5. And looking at departures, interesting. Kevin Charlotte was linked to move, but I can't see him selling it, to be brutally honest. And no one really. I mean, Igor Thiago's been linked with a few, but that was back in May and April. So no, I think it's going to pretty much the same. So they are a solid club, Brentford. Now, when it comes to deciding, you know what do I want to do? Do I want to have who are my top 5? So let's just run through it. So goalkeeper, I think we all know it's a no-brainer. Kelleher will be the starting. Now the backup goalkeeper is they're saying Valdemarson over Eric Bell. He did go out on loan last year, and I'm assuming he's going to go out on loan again potentially. But yeah, Kelleher 100% starting. Interesting, he's quite a bit more. Is he more expensive, or is he about the same price as Petrovic? He's a bit more expensive than Petrovic. I think that's because he makes a lot of saves in the game, Kelleher. But interesting, I don't know if he's worth 20 quid more than Petrovic, but interesting anyway. Defenders. They've got a lot of defenders, haven't they, on the books of Bournemouth. Now, it's an interesting one because, again, there's a lot of value here. He's going for 12 quid, but he's out for 2 to 3 months, so that's an interesting one. I mean, Yannick Schuster scores well. Who did he play for before then at Linz? Oh, he played for last Linz. Okay. Again, I don't know if that's good enough to state for Premier League. Like, that's going to be tough. I'd probably go, if you want solid, go Coyote. Again, not the best point scorer. Bournemouth do. He does have some good scores in the Coyote. I think I'll stick with my initial. Christoph Ayer might not be a bad shout. Like, when he play, some good scores, but you don't know if he's going to start because of Yannick Schuster. Nathan Collins is a solid scorer. He can be quite good. So I'm probably going to go with Michael Coyote. But Nathan Collins, there's a few solid shouts in here, but they have a lot of defenders, Brentford. Midfield, I can tell you now exactly who I'm going to go with. It's Sangare. I had him last year. I thought he was really good. I actually had Damsgaard last year. I crafted Damsgaard, and he's also very good. But what I liked about Sangare, and this is why I think he's going to be really important for Brentford, and actually for you guys on Sorare, is he is such a consistent point scorer. Look at those scores, and there's so many games where it's just day 8, it's no decisive in there, but he's just so solid. And if he can replicate that at Brentford, he is going to score so many points. And there's probably a reason why he is averaging around 35, 40 pounds, because he is that solid, that much of a solid scorer. But he would be my first choice. Damsgaard would probably be my second choice. If I'm being honest, I think he has his moments like here where he just goes on these little streaks. Like, he's a good player, but I just don't think he's the same as Sangare. Yarmolenko might not be a terrible shout, especially now he's playing regularly. That might not be the worst shout in the world, but definitely for me, Sangare, there's no one comes close to him. And then forwards, Igor Thiago is 100% nailed on. Like, the amount of goal scores, he takes penalties, he's crucial to them. And then my other player, now, this is a tough one because I'm trying to think about the winger situation, because I would pick one other, and my gut tells me that Kevin Schade is more likely to start more games than or it's less likely to be rotated than Dango Utara. But Dango Utara does get good scores. No, I'm going to stick with what I said. I would go with Kevin Chard, I think, on this one. I think he's going to play. He can link up really nice with Igor Thiago. I wouldn't be against you going for Dango either. I don't think Jayden Anthony is going to... I don't really rate that signing. I'm sorry. For Brentford fans, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's the signing. I didn't really hit it off of Burnley last year. I don't think that filled me with confidence, I'm being brutally honest. So yeah, that's my Bournemouth team. I hope you like this Brentford team. Sorry, I hope you like this video. I think Brentford have done alright. They've got solid players in the right position and they've got a goal scorer. That's the key. But if you want to take 2 players straight out of this team that you wanted to use for your season team that potentially don't want to have with a full Brentford stack, Sangare and Igor Thiago in my 2, 100%. They are the go-to players in this stack, from my opinion. Yeah, if you've got any comments about Brentford, let me know in the comments. I'll happy to address them. If you like the video, please give it a like, and if you like my channel, please subscribe. I love making these videos, and do you know what? Brentford are a good team, and I hope Brentford fans appreciate that. I've noticed that. I think they'll be mid-table again, and I think they have invested in some good players this summer. So, and Keith Andrews is still at the wheel, and I think he's a very good manager. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.